if you could use a placebo in these situations when you're dealing with arthritis, arthritis is not a deadly disease, so I would say a placebo would be totally effective. But if you were if you knew that you had like these randomly selected terminally ill patients, and you knew by all of these studies that you had been doing that this drug does indeed work, but you still have to do a study, could you imagine if you knew that your drug worked, that cured this terminally ill person to be well again? Could you imagine splitting a group of 200 randomly sampled critically ill patients, saying some people are going to get the sugar pill, and we hope the placebo effect works? So I think a lot of times you look at the ethics of human life and human wellness, whether you should deal with the placebo effect. Okay? Yeah, I think yes in this case, because arthritis is not deadly. Okay? All right. Study of a new medication to help control symptoms of Parkinson's disease is developed. So Parkinson's disease, if you don't know, is a disease that affects your central nervous system. You often, bless you, you often develop really bad shakes. There is a movie actor that you guys might know named Michael J. Fox who has Parkinson's disease. He's one of the big spokespeople for it.
And a really famous frontman for Black Sabbath.
Yeah, baby. So, a new study about the symptoms of Parkinson's disease developed. The medication is in liquid form and measured in a small measuring cup like NyQuil. Okay. We collect 100 randomly selected Parkinson's patients from the population of all Parkinson's patients. Okay, this is good. Explain how the placebo effect would work in this context. So if I were to give somebody that same exact colored liquid in the same exact cup, that is the same exact color, that had the same exact taste, but it didn't have the drug in it, it's possible that some of the Parkinson's patients might actually feel better even though they never got the medication. Okay? And then is it possible to use a placebo in these circumstances? And I think yes. I mean, though Parkinson's disease can indeed, because it's affecting your central nervous system, I think a placebo could be used in this case. But I would say if you are truly administering medication, I would think that you would really want to closely watch over your people, whether they're getting the placebo or they're getting the real thing. So is it possible to use a placebo here? Yes, I think it is possible. Somebody could think they are taking the medication and their mind could somehow do some sort of miracle, and all of a sudden their effects of Parkinson's disease are lessened or gone away. And then diagram this study. So you have all these people. That's to represent a bunch of people. These guys get the drug. These guys, nope. And then we're going to say, hey, we got results. Look at that artwork. You had no idea you were getting that kind of artwork. And then studies suggest that people learn mathematics much better through computer software programs that allow students to go on their own pace. A study is to be conducted comparing the computer software program to traditional classroom instruction. Explain how the placebo effect would work in this context. Let's see, kind of paraphrase this. So, if there was a math program that was created, and let's say in that math program, you could create your favorite cartoon character, and that's leading you through that, and you sit there and tell those people, oh, look, poor little Jimmy over there, he has to sit there and listen to a 45-minute lesson from that boring teacher, Mr. Stirrup. But look, you're on the computer and you have your favorite cartoon animation that's helping you. That kid really wants to sit there and think Stirrup's lectures are bad, and he's learning well, so you could have the placebo effect there. Like, sure, that's too much for me to write. I know. So placebo effect could work basically, could work in this context because you are motivating people about this new program, so the people are willing themselves to do better because of this new program. You know, it's kind of like what you guys learned online. It sounded so exciting to sit in your own bedroom or basement and learn. And it was amazing how many cameras stopped working during tests. But yet the camera worked the day before and the camera worked the day after, but somehow it didn't work. Is it plausible, or is it possible to use the placebo in this circumstance? And I guess it isn't. You can't really use a placebo in this situation because it's not a mind-altering thing. It's just like, hey, we're showing this versus that. I guess if you truly created the study, if you gave all of your random sample of students a pre-test, and then you randomly assign half to one way and half to the other way to learn the math, and then you did a post-test at the end, and you looked at the percentage of growth, that might be possible for the placebo. But as far as the placebo goes, I don't know, it is a computer program. I mean, somebody might not do as well looking at a computer program as somebody else. I don't know. Yeah. So again, number 5, it's kind of strange with number 5 because I think for the placebo to work, you would have to have a really good sales pitch for this computer program. You really wanted it to work. Okay? So this actually kind of comes to, here's the thing. So you guys remember when I had all those papers all up on the wall and I had those 2 posters over there? Because there was a new math curriculum called Open Up Resources that's been around for about 12 years. And the district was so excited to implement it for all of our Algebra 1 kids. And we basically, here at Cherry Creek High School, who have written our own books, and we have really good test results because you guys are really awesome students. And we were like, we didn't want this to work. Okay? One, I don't want to be told that my math curriculum is bad, that I have been involved in writing, when I can sit there and say, wow, Cherry Creek High School has the highest math test results in the state. In fact, you guys know that we have the number 1 or number 2 mathematician, high school mathematician in the world that goes to the school. Like, I don't remember her name, but she's traveling. She's at MIT right now. She's a high school kid at MIT doing this world competition on math that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, like stuff like that. You're making this up. This isn't real. I mean, it's kind of cool. But yet, Cherry Creek High School, you should change your math curriculum because the number 1 mathematician in the world is at your school. You're right. Nope. State the placebo would be in each study. A study to see if a medicine in pill form helps lower cholesterol. So the placebo would be a sugar pill to see if that lowered cholesterol, or a fake pill. Number 8, a study to see whether parachutes save lives for those who enjoy free falling from an aircraft. Hey, friends, do you want to give half the people a backpack and say, look, you have a really good thing? You're like, okay, wait, the ground's coming. It's not working. I don't think you could do the placebo in the parachute thing. Yeah. I think ethically that'd be kind of bad, but I mean, we've all seen the little picture where the person who grabbed the wrong backpack and he pulls the thing and his lunch is falling out the back versus a parachute.
So it would actually be a backpack.
It would be something that would look like a parachute, but could you imagine somebody stuffing? It's like, look, half of you are getting a real parachute and half of you aren't, but you have to trust that what's on your back works to stop you from hitting the ground. It's like, all right, I'm ready. Let's do this flight. I just don't know. I don't think we could do a placebo effect there. I bet it's kind of funny. A study to see whether eating beef increases a person's blood pressure. Yeah, I guess we could give them the laboratory-produced plant-based beef. Yeah, the stuff that Stirp don't order. Hey, you guys want a good steak dinner or a good burger? You gotta go to North Platte, Nebraska. It's worth the road trip. 3-hour road trip there.
What one is it?
It's called Merrick's.
I'm going on a solo trip to Omaha, so I'll stop there.
So you gotta stop at Merrick's. Little mom and pop. 18-ounce steak, baked potato salad, and iced tea. $13.
$13?
Yes. It's
Just $7.
and I think the cow was just slaughtered that morning. It is that fresh. And you gotta order it rare. It's got like when you cut into it, it should still move.
It's like beef tartare.
Yeah, it is that good.
What if I'm more of like a medium well type person?
They might throw you out.
Oh, okay. Actually, I should have expected that.
All right. So, studies see the side effects of caffeine in diet soda drinks upon attention span. So I guess you could put in the same exact can or glass a caffeinated soda and a non-caffeinated, randomly select. I think that could work. See if there's some sort of a effect on attention span. Well, let's face it, we're all human. We're all different. Everyone has a different attention span. Me, I see like, a fly flying around the room. My attention span's gone. I'm watching the fly.
So would be full sugar?
Maybe. Explain the role the placebo effect might play in each instance. Study to see if removing tonsils for people with recurrent strep throat infection makes them less likely to get strep throat in the future. Okay, I think it could work, but I would hate to think that I would randomly sample, hey, you're going to get your tonsils removed because you had strep throat. But I can't really I can't really act like somebody had surgery to remove tonsils. So I don't think that I don't think the placebo is going to work in number 11. I just don't. It's like, okay, we're going to put you to sleep and we're going to make your throat feel real sore, but we didn't remove your tonsils.
Yeah, because you can. Would they trying to gaslight you into thinking that you don't have your tonsils? But the proof is there. Like I can see it.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
A study to see if changing types of dog food improves the health of a dog. Okay, I think that we could sit there and take a whole bunch of dogs. Maybe we can go to Coco and say, hey, Coco, you're saving all these dogs. Give these dogs the Purina and then give these dogs the real expensive food. See which ones last longer. I'm just saying. Maybe we don't tell Coco that. She's tougher than me and she'd beat me up. And 13, final one. Give a study to see if removing televisions from a household improves the interaction among family members and creates better relationships. So how do you actually make somebody feel that they have a TV when they don't have a TV? I don't think placebo is going to work on 13.
What was it for number 12 again?
You go get a whole bunch of dogs, give half of them the good food, half of them the bad food. But I don't know if the dog itself is going to think, oh, I got bad food, so I'm going to be healthy or unhealthy. How do you know it's not? Names on it?
For the Lord.
Dudes, I forgot to hand back old homework.
Huh?